Hi everybody, thank you for watching my first YouTube video of budgeting. I have been budgeting for the past year and a half, but I thought this would be a fun way to hold myself accountable. I will try to upload twice a week, but I do have two full-time jobs, so I hope I can do it. A little bit about myself is that I am a therapist and I live in California. So I do have a full-time job at an agency where I work with kids with mental health issues, and then I also work at a private practice. I have enjoyed budgeting. It does help me keep track of my money, and like I mentioned, I have been budgeting, so I have been doing binders and everything and envelopes, but I thought I would switch it up a little bit. I added more envelopes and I've bought a few more binders to see if I can better organize myself. So let's get started. I'm trying to decide how I want to set it up first, but I think I will be splitting them up a little bit. So like I mentioned, I have been budgeting, so I do have some envelopes that are cash stuffed already. So beauty is stuff, clothing is stuff, health, car expenses. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start with the ones that I feel like I use a little more often. Beauty, I could probably, make it a little more specific, but I haven't. So I'm thinking beauty right now, it's hair. I don't really get my nails done. I probably should, but I don't really. Eyebrows, makeup, so I should probably budget individually for those, but for now I'm just going to keep it as that, as beauty. Like I said, some of them do have trackers in here already to track how much money I've put in, I've taken out. So I think this purple binder will be good for beauty, clothing, health. I do budget also for like co-pays and medications, things like that, because I do have a lot of doctor's appointments that I go to and a lot of medications. Car expenses is something else that I budget for. I'm not using it now, but I will be using it pretty soon because yeah, my car is gonna need new tires and brakes. And I also, let's see if I can take this out, I also have a goal sheet in here of what I would want it to finally be at the remaining. I don't know if I'm gonna get there before I need it, but hopefully we'll see. Okay, so like I said, I'll have beauty, clothing, health, car expenses. I think for now this is what I'm gonna add to this binder only. Okay, so beauty, clothing, health, maybe not car expenses. This one I want it to be more like, self-care, health-wise, all of that. So I need to see if this one doesn't have a goal tracker. So I know I have one where how much I want each tracker to be. So I had said beauty would have 500 as a goal. So let me find my 500 goal tracker. And I did make these on my own. I just used Canva, printed it, and used my laminator to do this. I should probably square the corners, but for now I'll just leave it this way. Okay, oh wait, so I can actually see it. There we go. Okay, clothing, I had done 600 gold. So let me find my 600. Doesn't seem I have a 600, so I might have to skip this one for now and make one later on. Let's check one more time. Okay, or is it in here already? Oh, yes, it's in here already. Okay, so that's in there. Health, I wanted to fund it to 500 as well. Okay. Should probably put this in numerical order from least to greatest. That would have probably been much helpful, but oh well. Okay, so I have just these 3 ones here. If I find one that I feel like it might fit on this one, then I'll add it on to this one. Okay, this one's going to be for, I'm just gonna make my long-term goals. So let's see what I have here. Okay, so I have car expenses, car registration, which I just used in June, very big expense, fees, deposit, and moving. So these are envelopes that I'm gonna start stuffing for our move next year, hopefully around this time as well. So fees will be for anything like that you get charged for, like moving your gas, moving your light, moving like anything like that. So I'll put that for that. Deposit will be for our apartment deposit. Moving for our apartment moving, because that can get very expensive. Our future baby, which I don't have, but you know, we're gonna start planning for that as well. Our future home, because we do want to buy something in the next 2 to 3 years, hopefully sooner, but we'll see. Travel, you know, that's something that we want to do more of too. We just recently came back from New York, so we're gonna have to start stuffing this one again. Furniture for anything we want to buy new, and home decor. Home decor, I should probably, you know, split that up a little bit, like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, things like that, but for now we'll just leave it as that. So like I said, my car expenses does have a tracking on here already, and it also has a goal of $1,500. My car registration has a goal of $650 because that's how much it was this or in June, and I just want to calculate that it might be around that time too. So fees for my apartment, okay, yes, $250. Okay, so I'll add that there. Wait, but I'm also going to add a tracker. So these, I just made them off of Canva as well and printed them on cardstock paper. It's just the date, you know, if I add or take anything out, the amount, and the balance I have left. So it's pretty simple for me. I just like to keep things like that simple. Deposit, that one's going to get $400, as well as a tracker. Moving is going to get $500. So let's see, 500, and moving can get very expensive, so rather start planning for it now than, you know, last minute. Ooh, this might be too big for this. Okay, might have to cut it down a little bit, but we'll see. Okay, future baby is going to get $2,000, and that's just for, you know, like things that we might need to get, you know, small things here and there. The big purchases are something that we've already started saving up for that. And yes, I'm gonna have to cut these down, so I'm just gonna leave this here now, and then off camera I'll cut them and then I'll put them in there. Future home, that one's gonna get the big one. That one's getting $30,000. We do have some saved up in our emergency fund and our high yields account, so yes, I keep that in there. I keep our emergency fund in there because I don't want to have that much cash in here, but also it's gonna make interest, so might as well just keep it there. And I think once some of these reach like maybe 200 to 300, I'll start stuffing them also in our high yields account so that it can, you know, have some interest on there as well. So travel is gonna get $3,000. Okay. Furniture is going to get $2,000. You know, that's just for when we want to buy a new couch or something, or a new bedding. Mattresses can be very expensive, so I don't think I have a 2,000 tracker unless it already has it in here. Yes, it already has it in here, so I'll leave it as that. And then home decor, this one is going to get $300. Okay. Okay, so these are, like I said, more for like my long ones where I'm not gonna need the money very soon. So for my car expenses, I might need that, you know, in the next 1 to 2 months, but we'll see. Okay, so now let's see here. These are gonna be more for what I use the most, so like household, groceries, fuel. I don't know why I put fuel, honestly, because I have a car that I charge, so I should have put charge instead of fuel, because I don't put fuel in my car, but we'll just keep it as that. Restaurants, I need dining out or anything. These are more for the holiday stuff, so we'll leave that out. Okay. I want to use this binder for this. Okay. I don't have any like goal sets for these ones because I use them all the time. As you can tell, they're, you know, they don't have much right now because I haven't cashed off my checks. So yeah, so these is household, groceries. With groceries, you're not really gonna see me stuff this one much or at all. My husband and I split our expenses, so he does the groceries. He buys the groceries, so I don't stuff cash this much, but sometimes I do, just depending if I feel like, oh, I need to go buy something real quick. Fuel or charge in restaurants. We are trying to not go out eat as much anymore because, you know, things are getting very expensive, which is why we're trying to shop our groceries more and be more, you know, knowing what we want to eat. That way we're also not going back and forth to the grocery store because that takes a lot of time. So yes, so that's that. Okay, for our last one, this one's the one that's going to be a little bit more envelopes. So these are going to be like my short stuff. Okay, so I have gifts, which already has in here, and it has, my goal is $1,000. I do take off of this, you know, when there's birthdays, you know, anything, parties, you know, anything like that. It's not for Christmas or anything like that, birthdays. Actually, yes, this is also for birthdays, but it's not like for Mother's Day or things like that. This is just for birthdays. Gifts that we have that, you know, that we sometimes are like, oh, we need to buy something, like a gift, small gift that we're going somewhere. And like I said, this one's $1,000 in here, or goal. Halloween, this is where my Halloween one is. So that one's getting 150. I should probably start stuffing this one because it's Halloween's like in a month and a half. So so yeah, so need to hurry on that one because it's gonna come in soon. I don't think I need much, honestly. I have a lot of decorations that I save each year. In our property that we live, we don't have any kids coming, so we don't really buy many like candy or anything to pass out, but I'm still gonna cash save for it. You know, if I don't use it, I can either keep it for next year or use it for something else. This is for my husband's birthday, which is coming up. Anything for him, I did a goal of 400. And like I said, the gift ones is for birthdays, but I like to have my husband's ones by itself. Christmas decor, that one is getting 150. It's pretty nice that they're like right there. Okay, again, I don't have many things to buy, but you know, Christmas, I do love to shop for Christmas stuff, so I want to do that. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do though is I'm going to put this in order just so that I know, okay, this is what I need to start cashing for. Okay. Okay, so I have my husband's birthday, and then it's Thanksgiving dinner, which, you know, you have to buy a lot, so it catches up pretty quickly. So I'm gonna save that one. I'm gonna put a goal of 150. Just because, you know, our family comes over, they bring stuff too, so we don't always have to buy everything, but it's nice to know, okay, we have the money there saved. Christmas, this is for Christmas presents. My goal was 500 in here. My husband also has a goal, so that he has to save it for. I will say this, me and the husband don't stuff cash everything together. We keep our finances separate. That's just how it works for us, and it has been for almost 5 years. So that's, for us, that's how it works. But he has his own. He knows he needs to save for a certain amount of things, and he does it how he wants to. This is how I do mine. It's helpful for me more. So 500 on there. Christmas decor, like I said, it has 150. And then Christmas dinner, which again, it can get very pricey. This one we did, or at least I did. Did I do this one? Oh. Guess I didn't put one, so if I either have a repeat one or something, then I'll come back to that one. Our anniversary one. Wait, no, first New Year's. Okay, New Year's, it is going to get 200. Okay. And then our anniversary, which is in January, it's our 5th year anniversary. So, you know, we're thinking of what to do, but we're not too sure yet. Either take a small trip, but everything's really cold during that time, so we'll see what we do. But anniversary is going to get, and I hope I have a tracker or a goal for this one. Yes, it's gonna get 200. Again, the travel one might be set for this thing, or, you know, anniversary, or I might have to change our goal depending on what we want to do. Okay, so next is going to be my mom's birthday. That one, I guess that I do gifts, but we're making a big party for her birthday, so that one's gonna be a lot different from the gifts. So mom's birthday is going to get, again, I didn't do one for this one, so I'll have to do that off camera. And then, oh yes, okay, mom's birthday is going to get 1,000 because, like I said, we are throwing her a birthday party, and yes, those can get very expensive. Mother's Day, which is, you know, one of the days, that one is getting 150. Okay. Father's Day, it's getting 150 as well. Usually my dad doesn't like to do much, but I still like to get him something and do something. Okay. 4th of July is getting 200. You know, my husband loves 4th of July, so we gotta save for that one. Disneyland, this one I forgot to order one, so this is the one that I had been using before. This is one I made, but I just wanted them to be a little bit, you know, nicer and like bigger and everything, because this just looked too small for me now. So yeah, so this one's getting 250. It should probably get a lot more, but Disney is very expensive, and just 250 or just 200 for when we want to go. We usually go in like October and December. It's like $200 a ticket. So yes, and like I said, it is really small, so I had to pull out some of the money, so we would have stick it in here. But yes, and Disney, luckily for us, Disney for me is like a 20-minute ride, like drive. So it's pretty close. So I'm fortunate for that, because yes, I know a lot of people spend a lot of money, you know, having to get hotels or something, or Airbnb. So I'm really thankful that I live pretty close to it. Okay, so like I said, there is some that don't have, like, does Christmas dinner have one? No. Okay, so Christmas dinner I think is this one, the 150. So yeah, I think, like I said, I will cut these down so that they fit. So maybe just take off one of these and they'll probably fit, but I'll do that off camera. It just looks weird, but it's okay for now. So yeah, so now that I have this set up, and like I said, I do have cash stuffed in here, I will, like I said, try to put out 2 videos a week. I would try, but you know, with work, you know, sometimes clients are like, can we meet? I'm like, sure, that's okay. And it's, you know, during the time that I'm supposed to be filming or something, but you know, clients sometimes having a hard week and they just like, I need more support. So, you know, I definitely will meet with clients if I need to, but I also have some boundaries. So I know, like, there's days where I'm like, you know, I just can't, I'm sorry, we'll have to wait for next session. But for now, I will try to, you know, to do this, to video twice a week. So I am going to try to record like my sinking funds. So this is where it's gonna get a little tricky for me, because I make my budget and then I say, okay, this is how much I'm going to save, this is how much I'm going to, you know, to put cash stuff in. My full-time job is salary, so it's same paycheck, same amount, you know, every 2 weeks, or not every 2 weeks, but you know, every paycheck, because we get paid like 15 to 20 days after or something, because it's salary. So, but my part-time private practice job, that's where you can get a little tricky, because like I said, sometimes clients add on, like, oh, I want to really see you, because some clients I see every other week, and they're like, oh, can we meet this week, which adds another week, or they're like, I'm sorry, I need to cancel. So when they cancel, I don't get paid. So then the amount of money I had budgeted, because I do have my schedule, it could fluctuate between up and down. So like I said, I make my budget, but then I have to be rearranging it, because either I have more clients or I have less clients than I thought I was gonna have. So that one's gonna get a little tricky. So, you know, usually I budget, the one that I really do budget is my private practice one, because my other one, my full-time, goes strictly to bills and things like that, savings, all of that. So yeah, so that's why the videos might not be always the same, like twice a week, or you know, twice every week, because again, that paycheck comes later on. So, but I will try. So I will try to do a budget of how I budget and how much I make, or not how much I make, but how much I'm gonna put in each one, and then I'll do a separate video of actually cash stuffing it in there. And then yeah, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. I also, you know, use my credit cards to pay stuff, but I'm always aware that, okay, I know how much I have in like each binder, and I cannot spend more than this. So for like household, for example, I will, you know, used to go to Target or Costco or something and buy what we need for the house, and now we use my credit card. I get points through there, so that's, you know, better for me. And then I'll just, you know, when I get my next paycheck, I pay off that amount that I owe back to those cards right away. So I'll probably do a video of that, of how I do that. So, but yeah, for now I am completely done. Like I said, I will be cutting these and putting them in here, but that would be not on camera, because that's gonna take a while. But yeah, you know, thank you so much for watching my very first YouTube video. I'm hopeful that I can make more videos, and I will continue doing them. Budgeting has become funner doing this way. It wasn't always as fun as before, but now that I get to do this, and now that I'm holding myself accountable, doing YouTube and doing a video, I think it will become a lot funner. So thank you again. I hope you subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.